the BBC had said that he is facing charges, and you've done something about that as well, haven't you, Emmy? Or you're trying
Well,
to?
I can't follow everything that they do, but on their website, if you do a simple search, you can find out and you can do something about it because, at times, Gordon, I feel, we feel helpless. We
Yes,
really do. We feel helpless. We
yes.
want to do something to help this man who's done
It's
so much with his
whenever
work.
whenever I get angry or frustrated, it's always because I feel as if I can't do anything.
Yes. But at the time, you have to find, in order to keep going, you have to find something to do. And there you go. You find something to do. And we all have hands and, computers. And if you have a bit of time, I went to the BBC and I filed 8 complaints.
8.
I found 8 complaints from the 11th of April
Okay.
till way into May. They had 8 times in the website mischaracterized the allegations as charges, and 4 of them they corrected. I even went back and demanded they put a correction note on the article, because those articles, you see, the BBC spread all over the world, and then other publications use them as reference
Yes.
to do their own reporting. And so when you find fake news, if you like, or inaccuracies, as I present them, to be so widely reported, you have to make sure a notice put at the bottom so people are aware that the article has been amended. So they did that 4 times, but for the other 4 times they said, sorry, after 30 days, we do not deal with complaints.
Okay, so they cut the complaints off after 30 days, but the 4 complaints, the 50% that were within their own time frame that they give, that you got those changed. Now, that is something that anybody can do, isn't it, Emmy? And this is a great idea, because if we all start complaining about the BBC whenever they do make a mistake, then obviously they will be, well, at least they'll have to correct the record, won't they? And every other article that uses them as a frame of reference, they can all be pointing then to an article that is, as you say, mischaracterized or misrepresented. I would say fake news, but that's a fantastic thing to do, and it's something anybody can do, can't it?
They should better spend the money to deal with my complaint and do a proper job and accurately report next time. And now I'm going to escalate that, because they do have an escalation in their internal procedures, and I want the reply from the Freedom of Information that I have made in order to demonstrate to them how irresponsible their inaccurate reporting has been, influencing the judge, the sentencing judge. On the very day that she wakes up in the morning, has a cup of tea and puts the BBC on, and they then start going on, because that's what the BBC does. And that's what the judge would do. They're, at the end of the day, human beings. Yes, they have their own prejudices. They do not need the BBC yak, 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 yak in their morning coffee just before they go and sentence someone.
Well, Emmy, I for one am I'm privileged. I feel privileged and honoured to call you my friend. And I am, honestly, I am. I think that you're one of the greatest people I have ever met in my life. And I am truly proud to have you fighting with me in the trenches for Julian Assange and the Fourth Estate. Is there anything that I haven't touched on today that maybe you wanted to also highlight?
Okay, I'll just thank you very much, Gordon, for projecting my voice. I mean, I'm doing this from my home, my free time in between my chores. I'm not unimportant, but thank you, because by highlighting these small actions of solidarity, because this is what it is, others can follow suit, and we can do it. We can do it. We can't let them get away with it.
Of course, but some people might say what you're doing is it's tiny, but the thing is, there's a saying, isn't there? Many tiny things makes much. And if lots and lots and thousands of people did what you're doing, all of a sudden you're creating something that really is going to affect change.